Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Alex Muro. I'm a Senior Associate Director in the Office of Undergraduate Financial Aid, and I'm joined here by a few of my colleagues, Katie Brett, Rondell Butler, and Tony Abelgard. You'll also be hearing from our colleague, Tisha Kinchin-Askew. In fact, she'll be leading us through the content for today. Today's session focuses on Yale Summer Session, specifically in New Haven and online. We've had previous sessions. In fact, our most recent session was on Yale Summer Session Study Abroad, but we've also covered topics such as loans, outside scholarships, reapplying for aid, and living off campus. This is a new series of info sessions of webinars that our office is introducing this year. And we hope that by presenting information about what we do and how you interact with our office in this way will be helpful to you. Like our previous presentations, and this is a work in progress for some technical reasons, this presentation will be posted to our website under the presentations and publications link. Just a couple housekeeping items. Question and answer, please save those until the end of the session if you do have any questions, and we'll be happy to answer them at that time. And also, heads up, this session is being recorded. Obviously, it has to be recorded so that we can post it later, but always a word of caution about that. So without further ado, I'll turn things over to Tisha. Take us away.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Fridays with Financial Aid session. As Alex mentioned, I'm Shantisha Askew, Assistant Director in the Undergraduate Financial Aid Office. It's a pleasure to present to you today and support you in navigating your financial aid options here at Yale and during summer session. Today, we'll discuss Yale Summer Session and the financial aid process. I'm looking forward to sharing valuable information with you. YSS offers rigorous programs and courses for students who wish to pursue classes during the summer term via online, on ground in New Haven, or abroad. Common reasons to take summer courses might be to catch up or get ahead. Other benefits might include enabling you to earn credits at an accelerated pace, opening up opportunities to graduate earlier, reduce your regular semester course load, or pursue enriching experiences such as research, internships, or extracurricular activities. Taking summer courses helps you to stay connected with your academic goals, maintain momentum and motivation on your path to degree completion. It's also an opportunity to boost your GPA. Taking summer courses offers a chance to retake classes and enhance your grades, or earn extra credit to elevate your overall academic performance. Now let's take a look at important dates for summer session. Summer session runs from May to August. Students are encouraged to visit the Yale Summer Session site. The website is listed on this particular slide. Please keep in mind that each summer session is just less than 5 weeks in duration, so it's important to keep track of pertinent dates and deadlines, such as last day to change a course. So for example, the last day to make changes to your courses for session A would be May 16th. And for session B, the last day to change courses would be June 20th for summer session B. Yale payments are due on May 16th for summer session A. Yale payments are due on June 20th for summer session B. Dropping a course to receive 50% refund for that particular session in session A, the deadline to drop a course is June 6th at 5 p.m. and that's for summer session A. And then for summer session B, the deadline at 5 p.m. would be July 11th. Please note that newly admitted students have a separate section for dates and deadlines. Please make sure that you select the correct section to view information relevant to your student population. There are various types of aid that might be available to you, and we'll review that in one moment. But in line with our mission to make a Yale education accessible to students from all backgrounds, we're committed to providing need-based financial assistance to qualified undergraduate students participating in summer session. Please note that we do not meet full need for the summer, and in most cases, students do have a contribution. In other words, in most cases, students do have an on balance for the summer term. Please also note that Yale Summer Session does not provide financial assistance to visiting students. Visiting students should contact their home institution to explore available financial aid options. Now let's take a look at exploring summer aid options. YSS students have the option to explore various forms of financial assistance. Types of aid might include YSS financial assistance, federal Pell Grant, federal and private student loans, and external scholarships. We will briefly review eligibility criteria for most funds mentioned to help you understand your options. YSS assistance is an institutional fund that is awarded to students with demonstrated need. Approximately 400 students received YSS assistance during the 2024 summer term. For the 2025 summer term, the maximum amount of YSS assistance awarded to each Yale College student is $5,270. This cap applies to the entire 10-week summer term, and students will not receive assistance exceeding this amount. Let's talk a little bit about the process. So for first-year students, a valid CSS profile must be on file to determine eligibility. For current students, no additional application is necessary. We'll use your existing financial aid information to determine eligibility. However, please be prepared to provide additional information if needed to complete your file. Your prompt response is appreciated. Now let's take a look at summer Pell. Just a brief word. Eligible students can receive the federal Pell Grant during the summer term. As a need-based federal fund, Pell Grant offers are determined in part by federal data obtained from a valid FAFSA and the number of credits you'll be enrolled in for summer session. In most cases, no action is required. Students are encouraged to contact our office if you have further Pell-specific questions. Now let's take a look at educational student loans. For educational student loans, action is required for federal and private student loan requests. As a reminder, loans must be repaid. Students often use federal-based or private-based student loans to help cover or offset the cost of attending college. Let's briefly review the difference between the two loans. Federal loans are funded by the federal government. There's three types of federal loans to consider. First, let's look at the direct subsidized loan. This student loan is a subsidy. It's need-based with flexible repayment options. This loan has a low fixed interest rate. Next, let's look at the direct unsubsidized loan. This is also a student loan with a low fixed interest rate. This particular loan is not based on need. It has flexible repayment options as well. And lastly, the direct Parent Plus loan is a parent loan. The interest rate is fixed and has flexible repayment options, and the parent applicant must be creditworthy. The student and the parent must meet the general eligibility requirements set forth by the federal student aid program. Half-time enrollment is required for all 3 federal loan options. Now let's take a look at the private student loan. There's a few key considerations. Credit worthiness is a requirement. So for private loans, this particular loan does require a credit check and approval. Interest rates on private loans can be either fixed or variable, high or low. Students can compare a list of private loans and their terms at elmselect.com. Once again, that website is elmselect.com. There may be enrollment flexibilities on the private loan side, whereas half-time enrollment may not be required for some private student loans like the federal loan when you're comparing it to the federal loan. In addition, some of the private student loans may not require satisfactory academic progress. For more information on loan options, please be sure to check out our previous webinar entitled Loans and Outside Scholarships under the Presentation and Publications section of the Financial Aid website. Now let's talk a little bit about direct cost for attending summer session. Students typically attend up to 2 classes per session. The standard cost for taking a 1-credit course in New Haven is $5,270. The standard cost for taking one course credit online is $5,355. The direct cost for attending summer session may change from year to year. Please note that the Yale loan and the Yale payment plan are unavailable for the summer. Students are encouraged to head over to the summer session website for a detailed overview of cost structures for the summer term. Now we're going to look at how to read your summer offer. I've provided an example, so let's take a look. Student A is enrolled in 2 online summer courses. The direct cost of attending is $10,710. Total summer assistance would be $7,748. The estimated contribution for the 2025 summer term would be $2,962. It's important to note that a student may receive financial support from various funding sources, such as the external scholarship. We spoke about loans, grants, or the counselor credit. However, the total for summer assistance from all sources will not exceed the overall cost of attendance for the summer term. To support your academic success, we've provided supplementary resources for your reference. Particularly, we encourage you to explore the section on how to succeed in a summer course at Yale. This valuable resource offers actionable tips and strategies employed by students during the summer session. There's a section on attendance and participation. We encourage you to review the guidelines for participation in attendance and what the expectations might be. There's another section on summer tutoring. This offers an opportunity for students to explore available tutoring services to enhance your learning experience. There's also a section on campus resources. We encourage you to familiarize yourself with the range of campus resources available to support your academic journey. For comprehensive information on summer session policies and expectations, please consult the student handbook. Reviewing this resource will ensure that you are well informed about your academic guidelines. By providing these resources, we aim to support your academic success and summer session experience. If you have questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to the Office of Undergraduate Financial Aid or Summer Session directly. In conclusion, there are various options for assistance that are available to help making attending the summer term accessible. We encourage you to explore these resources further and reach out to our office in the event personalized guidance is needed. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you the best in your academic pursuits during the summer term.
Isha, thank you very much for that excellent presentation, covering the resources and options available to our students for Yale Summer Session. As Tisha indicated, a lot of what was covered today and more is available in those resources that were on the previous slide. So do check those out. And then the Office of Undergraduate Financial Aid, we are always here to assist. So if you have questions, we have answers. And if we don't have the answers, we'll point you to the people who do. So for those of you who attended today, thank you. If you registered for this session ahead of time, we will be sending out a survey that will be available for the next week. So we always look forward to hearing your feedback about how the session went, as well as suggested topics for future sessions. We put, these sessions, the whole purpose is to get information out there. So we want to make sure that what we provide is relevant to you and is what it is that you're seeking. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend.